Hello, you're watching WordPress Shorts on Develop with WP, where I try to teach you something in 4 minutes or less. Today we're going to look over a function in WordPress called wpautop. So before we do that, let's just look at some examples. Right here you can see I have a variable set to a string, and this string just says some stuff. I do have some like crazy, it looks bad, but it's just a string. And then I'm echoing it out. So let's see what that looks like in the browser. If I refresh, you see it just prints it out. Yeah, sure, there's a bunch of stuff here, line breaks and whatnot, but it still just prints it out. So let's take this function wpautop and wrap this and see what happens. What does this function do? Alright, so there you go. It's formatted it to be more like what I have here. What it's done, if we look at this down here, is you can see that it's added a break for where I went to the next line, and then when there was actual line break, it placed in another p tag. So I have multiple p tags here. So that in essence is what wpautop does. WordPress uses wpautop for the content and the excerpt. It runs it through this filter or this function to make sure to output the content that's within those fields the way you would expect it to be. Where would this be useful for you? Well, if you have a custom field that's say a text area that allows someone to put in a lot of information, potentially a testimonial or something like that, and you don't want there to be any, or you want to take and add in the paragraphs and whatnot like this would be a great way to run the content that comes out of your custom field through wpautop so that it formats this way. Another thing you'll see people do is that sometimes you don't want this to happen. So you can do a function like this, remove filter. Then you tell it what do you want to target, so the content, for example. Then you just pass in wpautop. Alright, so if you go over here, I have a post open. This is just your normal hello world. You can see it has some paragraphs and spaces. If I refresh, come on, I'm trying to do this in 3 minutes. Work with me. So there you go. You can see that once I ran this filter or removed this filter from the content, it no longer formats it with the paragraphs and the line breaks. Right here, the way I have this set up, it's going to be removing this from every content on every type of post. So what you would probably want to do here is put some more conditional stuff around this to only do this based on certain post types or something like that. So there you have it. WordPress wpautop, that's what it does.
Crank it up.